What is up, everyone? It's your boy Jackie Boy here, coming at you with another quick video. Today we're going to be talking about the Alpha Rockwell boss. A lot of people are still asking us how to do that. It's been out for a long time, so the information is there. However, I'm going to show you the cool new way, the easiest way to do it, which is 100% guaranteed. Now you're going to need, quickly as you saw, Nameless Venom, a trophy of each type, and a few other things like an Alpha Reaper Barb, Alpha Basilisk Fang. So you're gonna want to just check there. You're gonna want stegos with decent saddles, some cakes, shotgun, and shotgun ammo. That's pretty much all you're gonna really need. I'm not gonna go into super detail with all the artifacts and everything you need, just because those things are available out there. It's been out. AB has been out for roughly a few years now, more than a few years. So alright, so we're going to go into there. Now, the reason I want to make this video, there are tons of ways that people do this boss, and most are very successful. However, this is like the guaranteed 100% way. Since we've been doing it this way, I haven't lost anyone, and that is with the stego. If you guys aren't familiar with it, the stego had a new update recently, in a little while back, and it makes it OP. You can't get dismounted by pretty much anything. It's wonderful. And so stegos are now viable for PvP again. You see them all the time. However, they're also extremely useful for this boss fight. So when you get in, as you saw, what you're going to do is everybody's going to take a stego, and 5 are going to go to the right, 5 are going to go to the left, and you're going to form like a circle. Now notice the placement on the left hand side of Cinnamon over here. You kind of get all the way to the very edge as far as you can, just past the rubble, and then you turn around there, and each person gets in front of a tentacle. And so I like to make myself go all the way to the very back end, just because I know that I'm going to make it back there. As we go into this fight, sometimes, majority of the time, it's people that haven't done it before, and so they get kind of nervous. So but yeah, you'll see me go over here, and you'll see the spire. Each of the tentacles tend to correlate with one of the spires, like the metal pillar spires that are coming up. That's where I like to get. But as long as you're there and you can see your tentacle and then your neighbors to the right and left tentacle, that's ideally where you want to be. Alright, and so we just got set up. As we were moving in, I was the last one, so they kind of took care of the first tentacle. Now, how this works is the first things you have to do is you have to take out the tentacles, and then afterwards you shoot the boss. So you'll see the tentacles pop up here in 2 seconds. You give it a couple seconds, and then they become unimmune, and you just take them out. And then once you're done taking yours out, you be sure to take your neighbors out. Just help one another out, just like that. And then just be sure to reload. Once you see the boss go down and he's humped over, then you just lay into him, shoot him anywhere you can. Once you see him go up like that, that's when you know you can stop shooting. He's immune again, and you're just wasting ammo at that point. That cycle tends to repeat. And here is why we use stegos now. It's because you no longer get knocked off your tames, and you no longer get frozen by the electro damage. It doesn't even phase you. So in the later rounds, whenever you have Reapers and Nameless attacking you, you stay mounted. It's pretty OP. Alright, and so once the boss, you've got it down to about half health, the Reapers and the Nameless will begin to spawn. Do not worry about shooting them. You don't need a light pet or anything like that. And you're just going to continue shooting the boss. Ignore them. You have cakes. If you'll notice my health here, I started out with not full health on the stego. It really is no big deal. Like, they take very little damage. And notice the placement here. I put myself right next to the metal spire, and it's in case Reapers come at me, they're just going to keep swinging and knocking me into those. So I still have a great visual of those tentacles, And that's what I suggest for everyone to do, is you just get to a place where you can get knocked into a corner and just continue to shoot the tentacles. Again, ignore the Reapers, ignore the Nameless. Your Stegos can definitely tank them. Even if they're like low level tamed stegos, they're going to be OP and take them, especially if you have cakes. Alright, so I'm going to fast forward this. You guys can get the picture. It's a vicious cycle of repeating. One thing to note is for some reason it didn't spawn gas balls. They'll spawn like little pink gas balls if you've never done the fight or seen it, and they come at you. You definitely want to target those first so that it doesn't hit you, but again, that's why you have flak and med brews. So now this was the guy that was to my right, and notice how he's getting thrown around like a rag doll by the Reapers. And it's because he didn't secure himself into the pillar like I had said. And so he ends up getting knocked all the way over to me, and the Reaper kind of gets in front of me. But I left this in here just because I wanted you to be able to see exactly what you do. I told him, you know, he's panicking a little. I kept shooting his, and you just try and shoot around the Reaper, and you just shoot the tentacles. And that's why your neighbors also are targeting your tentacles as well, just to help out. At this point, it was a done deal. We were pretty much almost done with the boss anyway, so it was no issue at all. Now, the Alpha Rockwell gives you some engrams that you're going to want, but it also gives you the ability to gain some extra levels, which is great. But here I just want to show you and highlight that the HP on my stego is very, you know, pretty much about the same. Very little got removed from the stego at all. So, again, you can go in with a 20k stego. Don't panic if you're new to the game and you want to get it done for the first time. You can go in with a 20k stego and come out. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below if you have any questions. We appreciate you. Have a good one.